Just a quick one, guys, before we get into today's video. We have just released our July drop. We've got the brand new Rangers Warrior t-shirts, along with the No One Likes Us, We Don't Care tees. Do browse the new collection by going down into the link in the description, or go to rfcclothing.com. Anyway, let's get into today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Okay guys, no video yesterday. It was fairly quiet within the Rangers space, but a few moving parts sort of starting to emerge, and today we have got some huge Jose Cinfuentes to Rangers news that we're going to be discussing, whilst also going through Michael Beale's comments ahead of the new campaign. We're also going to be going through the friendly that Rangers played a couple of days ago, which ended 0-0, and talk about Alan McGregor's testimonial, which of course is Rangers' first pre-season friendly of the summer. So yeah, quite a few bits and pieces to discuss, but let's start with the Alan McGregor stuff, guys. Alan McGregor, of course, playing his testimonial against Newcastle in the next couple of weeks, and of course will stand as Rangers' first pre-season friendly. Update regards to that game is actually all sold out now, so bravo to the Rangers fans. 50,000 showing up for that one for Alan McGregor's testimonial, and Alan McGregor actually took to social media to thank Rangers fans for selling out the testimonial. He said, "I'm so honoured and privileged. The Rangers family are incredible. A massive thank you to every single person who has supported me, and a massive thank you to the committee, and thank you to Newcastle for accepting the invitation. We are the people. See yous all on the 18th. So yeah, bravo to Rangers fans. 50,000 showing up for Alan McGregor's testimonial, which is utterly crazy numbers. Of course, now going on to sort of Jose Cinfuentes. Now, this has been a long-standing sort of transfer saga for a little while now. Now, I've got to provide you with an update. So, the state of play as things stand is Rangers have agreed personal terms with the player, and the player will be joining Glasgow Rangers no matter what in December by the sort of latest. Now, his contract does expire at LAFC in December, but wants to move this summer going into Rangers' new season. However, LAFC have been very, very reluctant. However, there has been some huge news that has emerged over the last sort of 12 hours, and that is that a transfer fee has emerged of what Rangers need to pay to try and land Jose Cinfuentes this summer, and that is £1.2 million. LAFC are demanding Rangers to pay £1.2 million to them now so they can let Jose Cinfuentes go to Rangers. Now, this situation is not been thrashed out by Rangers. Rangers have not said that they're not going to pay it. However, of course, are in constant negotiations with the player. Now, do you wait until December and get him on a free? As I said, personal terms are said to be agreed and all the rest of it. Or do you pay £1.2 million now to get him in for a full pre-season, bedded into the squad? Now, I don't think Rangers will pay £1.2 million. I think that's what LAFC wants, but I'm sure Rangers could actually negotiate that down a little bit. But I would pay sort of 800,000 to £1 million to get him in now, bed him in with the team and into the culture, get a full pre-season under his belt, and then really go, instead of coming in December into January and then, just having that sort of situation. So I do think it's important Rangers do land him now and should pay a fee, but £1.2 million is quite steep considering that he's available for free in December. But having said that, Rangers had a similar situation with Nico Raskin, and Rangers did actually pay £1.5 million to get Nico Raskin to avoid any competition when he was a free agent. So that is another situation to be aware of, that other teams could emerge over time. Unless he has signed a pre-contract agreement, then nothing is sort of set in stone. So it is important that Rangers do match a sort of fee or do pay a fee. But the current update I have for you is that LAFC have set their price, and Rangers are still in negotiations with regards to trying getting it done. They've not thrashed out the fee. They've not said, no, we're not paying it. They're trying to negotiate to get a deal done. They're very, very interested in the player. And as I said, the player wants to join Rangers too, which is also a huge bonus. Now, of course, behind closed doors, Rangers now in Germany now. They've obviously set sail. They flew to Germany yesterday to begin sort of that pre-season camp and all of the rest of it. But before leaving, of course, Rangers did play a game against Livingston and drew 0-0. A team was made up of some first team players and, of course, academy players as well. But that was just to get the sort of cobwebs off and get going. And now, obviously, going to Germany, and then coming back from Germany, will then take on Newcastle United in the first pre-season friendly, followed by other games, Hamburg, Hoffenheim and Olympiacos, before going into the Champions League preparations. But that's where Rangers are at the moment. We're probably going to get a bit more updates and hopefully more signings through the door. But yeah, that's all I've really got for you with regards to that stuff. Now, Michael Beale did sort of address the media and talked about next season and the challenge that is upon Rangers, and of course said quite a few things. He spoke about Brendan Rodgers, who just was appointed a Celtic manager across the road. So I just want to go through some comments that he actually said. So regarding Brendan Rodgers, he said, "It's good for the league that Brendan has come back because he is a good coach. He is someone I'm familiar with all the way back to my time at Chelsea and Liverpool. It's good to see him back, but I have just got to concentrate on us. He's a good manager and he will look to strengthen. My job is to make sure we are as strong as possible. I'm looking forward to it. The fixtures come out. It makes it a reality with an interesting one straight away against Kelly. A tough place to go live on Sky. So there's a lot to look forward to when we come back from our trip in Germany. We know for a couple of days after who we are playing in the Champions League. So there is a real excitement about the start of the season. I sense excitement from the fans and they've new faces to see. They'll be looking forward to seeing the new boys what they can bring. In the time since coming back to the club, the point total in the league was pleasing. Now we get a chance to start from the beginning of the season and hopefully these new players coming in have improved us. I think they have, but the most important thing is showing that on the pitch." Beale also noticed the heightened expectation during the summer compared to when first came around when Steven Gerrard's assistant. He basically said the club is in a completely different place to when we arrived in 2018. The expectations are higher, then the hope was big. Now the expectation is much higher. The belief is a lot higher within the fan base as well. It's important that we embrace that. It's hugely motivated and excited about that. We are able to get our targets and maybe back than we fall short of getting. One or two more boys that have arrived this summer were on those lists back then. We've now managed to get them, so I'm delighted. I'm not worried about the expectation outside. No one could have more expectations for this group of players than me and my staff and the players inside. So that's all I've really got for you today. Well, that's really what sort of Michael Beale sort of said with regards to the season. I'm really getting excited. I'm really excited to see what the guy's cooking up. And as I said, if he can get those three more signings through the door, as I said, Jose Cinfuentes, Jonathan Panzo and Danilo, I think we will be in for a really exciting season with title number 56 on the sort of horizon, possibly. Hopefully we can really lay down a mark and really go hoover up some silverware. But there is some challenges ahead of us first, and that's of course Champions League qualifiers, which will come more apparent in the next sort of couple of weeks as well. So plenty to look forward to in the Rangers camp, guys. But the latest on Jose Cinfuentes is that LAFC have put out their fee for the player, and Rangers are in negotiations with regards to trying to land him. Rangers fans, do you think signing Jose Cinfuentes, Jonathan Panzo and Danilo will deliver title number 56? Yes or no? Let me know down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Remember, we have released brand new t-shirts. They're available on our website, so do browse the collection by going down into the link in the description or going to rscclothing.com. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Peace.